Guard here from the 10-Day Producer. I got a fun project I want to do right now that I wanted to just kind of demonstrate it as I go. So I've got these two sections, this LFO1 section. And I've got this other LFO section over here. I like both of these sections, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to give them a little bit of more sauce, a little bit more flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my master bus, and I'm going to just kind of put this big plugin, there's some saucy plugins over my whole thing, because I think that's going to sound really nice. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm currently looking at my master bus right now, and I've got this EQ, this little compressor, a limiter, and my ozone plugin. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and group these. And then I'm going to minimize this, and then I'm going to rename this. Oh, no, so I can see it. I'm going to rename it, and I'm just going to go ahead and minimize this. Now this is going to be my my mix window right here. Here, I'm going to rename this right here. This is my master mix group. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of start adding some new plugins that I think are going to sound good over this whole thing. But I'm just going to keep it nice and stock to Ableton. I'm not going to add anything outside of Ableton. We're going to start with this chorus ensemble plugin. We're going to see how this sounds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like exactly what I wanted. That's amazing. Okay. Since we have all these amazing possibilities, I'm just going to keep going and see what else I can put on there to sound good. But so I currently took this chorus ensemble, and then I turned the dry wet all the way down so it's not even being used anymore. So now I'm just going to try and see how this phaser flanger sounds. Oh, this is really spacey actually. It's maybe better. How about the flanger? Splitting my ears. Wow. Ah. God, these plugins sound great. What else do we have? Audio effects. Let me just go into here. Modulation. What is fake phaser? Oh, it's a delay phaser. Whoa. What is shifter again? Is this new? Wait, what? What? How long has this been around for? Do I actually know Ableton at all? Okay, I'm hearing some chops, so I'm just going to go and quickly increase my buffer size. But wait, hold on. What? Dude. Oh! My jaw is completely dropped right now. We're going to keep that in. Okay, so this sounds great. This sounds great. This sounds great. What else can we do? Oh, we can do a little bit of Redux. Where is Redux? Where are you at? There's Redux. And we'll play with some bit stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, so these are just sounding amazing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to group all of this, and I'm going to select all of the way I'm going to group it as I'm going to select them all, and then I'm going to hit Command G since I'm on a Mac. If you're on a PC, it's going to be Control G. Now all of these are in this like single little folder right here, next right before my master group, which means that all of these effects are going to happen before the master, which is good. I don't want these effects to happen after all my compressors and EQs are happening. I want that all to control what it's happening before it, and this is definitely some chaos. So now that we've got some stuff introduced, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my macros in my new little folder. I'm going to completely minimize this, and I'm going to start just assigning stuff. So what I want to do is I'm going to create a pattern of like 2 and 2, and I want to put the rate on here, and then I want to put the dry wet on there as well. I'm gonna like combine this command, this macro with this macro. That's another fun thing you can do with macros. And I'm gonna set it so, okay, here is my rate. I'm going to make it so that it doesn't actually go that crazy, but I do want it to change along with the dry wet. So now, look at that. We've got just a little bit of motion. That didn't do anything. Let's try that one more time. Aha, of course, it's the wrong thing. Mount. That's what I actually wanted to shift. I was changing the wrong parameter. Now that I'm changing the right parameter, let's try this out. Okay, great. Now, as I move dry wet, right over here we can see amount is just slightly changing. That's good. That's kind of what I want. Just a little bit of unpredictability. That's nice. It's actually just pretty subtle, actually. It's a little more subtle than I thought it was going to be. That's fine. That's kind of what I want, because I want to make... We can make it go really crazy. Let's play with the flanger a little bit. Now, actually, I'm probably going to take... So the flanger was currently... So these little dots were currently set to play in time with my whole business, but I don't really want to do that. I want to have it just be kind of random. Just by knob instead of by time. I think that'll sound nice. What does the phaser sound like? I want it to be more spacey, so I think the phaser is actually going to be what I want. God, that sounds awesome. And I definitely want to keep the amount at 100, so I'm just going to keep this nice and simple. Let's go to the frequency. Let's map this over to macro 3. And then the amount, let's go over and map it over to macro 4. Now let's go ahead and start choosing some colors. Let's do like an orange for the chorus, and then let's do a light blue for the phaser. Okay, now that's starting to look a little neater. And then my shifter over here. Wait, what do you mean dry wet? That's gonna sound like hell if it's not like harmonic. But wow, what a crazy thing you can do. God, that's insane. Oh! Again with my jaw over here, it's just like out. Not ready for that. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Tone? Cool. Okay, I'm gonna keep the rate untouched because this is a lot to deal with already. Now let's go ahead and map Redux over here. What color should time be? Babe, what color should time be? Yellow. It's a great color. Nice choice, huh? So time is now yellow. Look at my cute little color scheme over here. And then I'm feeling like some nasty pink for the Redux. Look at my cute little 80s color scheme. Okay, great. And then let's just keep it simple. Okay, now that I've got these 8 plugins mapped to these macros, now I can just kind of open up my push right down here, and I can just get off my computer, so to speak, and start to actually use them with just knobs instead of using my mouse, which is what I really want to do. That shifter is blowing my mind. Okay, great. So now what I'm going to do is, now that I have all this stuff mapped, I'm going to go ahead and just record some automation and just see what the freaking heck happens, because you know what? Reckless production is usually rewarded. So here we go. Push record. And now let's start to see what happens. Oh, you know what? Actually, before I do that, let me take all this down to 0. Shifter DW. And then flange, amount, chorus, rate, and then that's all kind of labeled already. Okay, cool. Okay, everything is now set to 0. Let's go ahead and start recording. And actually, let me kind of make this a little bit easier for myself. I'm going to create a snapshot. Stock. Okay, great. Now, let's go and create a new one too, because it's going to get wild. All right, here we go. Let's just start turning knobs. Now, ideally, this first LFO section is going to be not so crazy. So I'm going to slowly introduce some stuff over time. I'm going to slowly start to introduce some of this chorus. Okay, there's a lot going on right then. My system is getting a little overloaded, so I'm going to tell my computer to work a little less hard, not bring everything right to the front, and increase my sample rate to as high as it can go. Now let's try this again. Let's delete this. Delete automation. Make sure you're back at 0. I'm also going to rename this as Flanger DW. Okay, here we go. Now let's try this one more time. Recording. Let's just keep it. Nothing happening at first. Section's a bit long. Start to introduce some chorus. I can hear it. Go back down. Go back up. Just a little bit of flange in there. Cool. Okay. Let's bring it back. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna just have it all be done by that drop right there. This drop, so let's put a section on it. Alright, this is like the big drop. Big drop. Okay. Now let's go ahead and check out my automation. What did I just do? And I'm going to see my automation by clicking over to main and opening up the hood over here, and then I pushed A to open up my automation. Now it's showing me one automation at a time. This is currently macro 2, so this is my chorus. So what I'm going to do is, I like this, but I'm going to just delete that because I want it to be 0 by the time it comes to that drop. So let's see how this sounds. Actually, a good trick is to do it right beforehand, so I'm just going to turn the grid off. Move it back a little bit. Yep. Like that. Okay, great. Now the flanger is still working. I can hear you messing with my life, so I'm going to move you over. Nice. Okay, but I'm actually going to increase right before the drop. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit more. Delete. Delete. Now I'm just manually writing this in, so this is again my path over time. Now it's going to be pretty hot right before the drop. It's kind of what we like. It's what we wanted. Let's try this out. I'm actually going to bring it back even more dramatic for longer. Let's not be so crazy. It sounded good before, so we don't have to go so hard. I think there's actually quite a bit of compression happening in here, so let me just take like a second and turn off maybe some of this compression. See what the heck is going on. There's quite a bit of compression, but it's not even really happening right there. What about this? Okay, I think it's this guy right here. So let's go ahead and turn the makeup down a little bit. Maybe turn this down just a hair. Let's actually increase the attack of this compression. I think it's too slow. Yeah, that helps a lot. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Whenever ozone is on the mix, it's always Makes everything so sluggish. And I'm just running this through willy-nilly. Let me deactivate it and see the sounds. Oh, sound's barely even working. It's barely even working over here. I'm just gonna turn that off for right now. Okay. Section 1 is pretty okay. So I wanted it to be subtle anyway. I didn't want to go that ham. So now let's go over to LFO1 and start getting weird. So let's jump over here. Let's increase my gray. Let's zoom in just a little bit. I don't need to see all this stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and minimize this because I don't need to look at it anymore. And I want this to be just like right away. I want a full-on flanger. So let's see how that sounds. Let's start it from here. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit play and record. Okay, here we go. Okay. Up with the flanger, here we go. Yeah, baby. Slow it down. Cool. Increase the flanger, increase the chorus. Oh, we're losing a lot right now. It sounded awesome. Oh my god. Okay. And then when it gets to 185, I'm going to turn the shift down. Actually, let's turn it down now. Here we go. Okay, I was fiddling with the wrong button, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and extend this out. Can I just like... Oh, Ableton, you're so cool. That's insane. What if I just added a little bit of that in to the end of this first LFO, just because I want to. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. Record. Here it comes. That was not it. But I do kind of like the idea of maybe giving it some redux. So let's see how that sounds. Let's just drop the sample right down. Oh! That was cool. Let's even put that one right here. It's gonna sound nice too. Bring it up just a little bit. Let's bring it even just a little bit more over. Cool. Okay, let's take a look at this sidechain group real quick. And let's make this sidechain compressor a little bit faster. I'm getting a little distracted. I don't need to do that right now. What I really wanted to do was those LFOs. Okay, this is already sounding so much cooler. Quite an imbalance. It seems like I've got way more on the right than I do on the left. Fix that. Thank you, hon. You're good. Thank you. No, it's perfect. So I'm just gonna do a quick little bit of panning, and then I'm really done. I mean, I really am done. I'm just doing this because I want to. Ooh, hear the motorcycle? Wow, that's gnarly. Okay, I had a goal, and I accomplished it. And now I've got this cute little reusable even effect rack that I can just change. So I'm going to go ahead and rename this. I'm going to name this Space Beat 7 Master Rack. And now I'm going to save it. And I'll probably just go ahead and end up releasing this for free, probably, just because I can, and it's so easy to do that, and because I can. Okay, so there you go. That was me putting 2 effects over my entire track by putting a little effects group on my master bus. And here we go. I've got a nice little sound. Looks like I accidentally created like 100 markers. Oh, because it was right. Okay, and there we go. If you have any questions or want to hear any more creative tips, just give me a like and a follow, comment, subscribe. You know, do all the things that bring the channel success. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your viewership. If you have any questions, again, just hit me with a DM, hit me with a comment. I'd be happy to talk about this. I talk about this stuff all the time anyway. Thank you so much. Take care.